To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Now please, don't go making fools of yourselves after watching this video. They don't do it anymore, they'll look at you weird, you'll make a fool of yourself, everybody will have a bad time. But today, we're going to be talking about death certificates. As far as I've researched, they'd never really existed in the first place. There are lots of people out there saying the original image is photoshopped, but I'm going to be approaching this as if it was real. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, back in the day, I'm assuming like the 80s or the 90s, the Haunted Mansion used to hand out death certificates. This topic gets very heated amongst Disney fans. There are some who swear they got one during one trip, and there are others who swear that they never existed in the first place. Picture a birth certificate, or a sort of certificate of authenticity, a sort of reward for making it through the Haunted Mansion alive. Kind of, I mean, it's your death certificate. Death certificate itself being a reference to Little Leota's line, as you're leaving the Haunted Mansion, be sure to bring your death certificate if you want to be the 1000th happy haunt. There are tales of guests asking cast members for death certificates and the cast member responding that they haven't given them out in years, but there are other people who claim to have one of these death certificates. If you do, send me a picture at my Twitter, Offhand Disney, but they are very, very hard to come by. There are plenty of different pictures of death certificates online. Just a quick Google search will bring up hundreds of them, but I'm not quite sure which ones are legit, if any of them even are. Doombuggies.com seems to have stripped their entire site of any references of these death certificates, and one of the links I found on the Mice Chat forums to a thread that talked about death certificates 404s. So it seems like the spirits themselves are setting out to destroy the legacy of the death certificate if it ever existed at all. Although the link to create your own death certificate at the doombuggies.com website is still active, so I'll link that in the description down below. But it's not an official Disney thing. So what about you? Do you guys believe the tales of the death certificates circulating at Walt Disney World and Disneyland? Do you or anybody you know have an actual death certificate? If you do, send it to my Twitter, Offhand Disney. As always, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all a little later. And be sure to bring your death certificate.